What's up guys, this is David here and welcome to another Mobile Legends gameplay video. Today we will be featuring Ruby, the crazy Red Hood. Much like Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, Red Hood used to lead a normal life with her grandpa and grandma in the story, until she turned absolutely insane after she witnessed the Wolf King slaying her grandpa and grandma in revenge of the wolf Red Hood family killed a long time ago. So she picked up a scythe and sliced the Wolf King in half, peeled its skin, drank its blood, and swallowed its heart raw. And she used part of the Wolf King's blood red skin and made a heart-shaped eye patch. Just like Kakashi from Naruto, nobody ever knows what's under that eye patch. But I'm guessing it's just another eye. Right? Anyways, let's get into her build. Ruby is a melee fighter who thrives at initiating and disrupting any teamfight with her amazing quality control kit. Due to the squishy nature of the champion, she is, however, better built as a tank, so she can stay around in the teamfight and continuously use her oversized size to hook and spin the enemies. Ruby's passive, Less Dance, allows her to dash for a short distance every time she casts an ability. This is an amazing positioning ability which allows you to stick onto any enemy you want, to get away in any sticky situation, and so on. This short dash, however, is actually long enough to dash over small walls. For example, the walls that separate the river and the land at Midland, and a great wall surrounding you and your enemy's base. Another great part of her passive is, if you jump closer to the target enemy, your ability will carry a huge slowdown effect. Now if you dash further back away from the enemy, you will gain a little bit of armor, both effective for a short duration. This passive also allows her to lifesteal from her abilities instead of her auto attack, meaning every time you hit any of your abilities on any unit, you're going to get the damage you did to the unit multiplied by however amount of lifesteal your item set offers, which we'll get into in a little bit. Ruby's first ability, Be Good, will send a shockwave to any direction you command. It will deal a certain amount of damage to any unit it touches, and this ability carries a very short cooldown, which means it's your main utility ability to utilize the most out of your passive, so we will be maxing it first. A note here is, even though this ability may not do so much damage to any single unit, but due to the amazing cast area it covers, this ability will provide you a load of lifesteal if you use it correctly. Specifically speaking, you want to position yourself in a way that when you cast your first ability, you can use this ability not only to hit enemy champion to proc her passive slow, you also want to hit as many minions as possible after you get Tooth of Greed. This way, the first ability will provide you insane amount of lifesteal. Another note here is, even though each cast may not consume so much mana, as you can see, but you will find yourself quickly out of mana if you keep on casting it in laning phase just for harass. Personally, I only use it for lane pushing, or if I can find an opportunity to go in to connect my second or third ability, so I can preserve mana for the critical moments when I actually need it. Ruby's second ability, Don't Run, Wolf King, will make you spin in a circle twice, pulling the enemy for a total of 1.4 seconds. Do minor damage, and it will do additional damage to any unit you hit on the outside ring. This ability is a dislocation crowd control ability, meaning any champion hit by it cannot use Purify to get away. Now when I say cannot, I mean you cannot get away. This ability combined with her ultimate are what make Ruby so overpowered, because most players who do not understand Ruby actually try to use Purify hoping they could get away. But little do they know, the only thing that's waiting for them is more thizing from the Mad Red Hood. Now, you can use Purify on Ruby's slow effect from her passive, or you can use Purify before she gets too close to you to proc her second or third ability. Ruby's ult or third ability, I'm Offended, while putting any unit in a cone shape in front of her, dealing decent amount of damage while stunning them for 0.5 seconds after they got put in next to her. This ability synergizes greatly with her second ability because after you put enemy in, you can immediately cast her second ability to stun lock any units that are next to you, and your team can just clean them up after that. Now, like I mentioned before, her ultimate is also a dislocation ability, meaning enemy cannot purify out of it. And the most OP thing is, you can pull certain enemy back from midair, for example, Sabre's Charge, Fanny's Rope, and so on. So that's why Ruby is a great counter to Fanny. Like any other ultimate, we will be maxing this ability whenever we can. Standard combo with Ruby is, you use your first ability and dash forward for the gap close as well as the slow. Then cast your ultimate if they are far away, and cast your second ability to stun lock after that. Now if they are close by, cast your second ability first and wait for them to attempt to get away before you even use your ultimate, mercilessly, right, to pull them back in, and just keep spinning on them until they die. I always go with Tank Emblem and Purify on Ruby. Like I said, Ruby is very squishy champion, even with tank build. So without it, you will not be effective at all. You may die even before you can cast your ability for the second round. Purify is an absolute must on Ruby because you're supposed to offer the crowd control instead of being crowd controlled. Now item wise, I always go for Tooth of Greed first for the early damage as well as amazing 25% lifesteal it offers. After that, I'll get Magic Boost, Dominance Eyes to get 30% cooldown reduction. Whether to get 40% cooldown reduction is really based on game. Because in my opinion, the extra 10% is not worth it compared to Heart of Steel that you might get if the enemy team has 2 or 3 marksmen on their side. Now if you're learning against a lot of magic damage, I may change Dominance Eyes to Oracle or Curse Helmet for better learning experience first. After Dominance Eyes, I either get Heart of Steel to counter the tremendous amount of critical damage like I mentioned. This game has, especially now with all the new marksmen that's coming out. You will almost always see 2 marksmen on one team now. Even if not, it's still really a great item to counter fighters as well. Now, I will follow it up with Immortality and Bloodthirsty King to boost up her survivability. Like I said, if the enemy team has a lot of magic output, change Heart of Steel and Bloodthirsty King to something else like Oracle and Insane Refuge. It really just depends on the game. So, let's get into her gameplay. Here we're planning to go on Ruby, but then we realized Panda actually bought on this Clint, so we decided to change our target and focus on Clint. And sure enough, we got the kill on Clint very easily. And here's a little duel between the real Red Hood and the fake Red Hood. She actually hooked me under tower, which is a really smart move. But we're not afraid, so we're just gonna go to our bush and use regeneration to heal up before we fight her again. Here we see Bruce Lee hiding in the jungle. We quickly use her ultimate. Well, of course you saw she was being slowed on from my first ability first. And then we were able to pull her in and stun lock with my second ability, and Bruce Lee just clean up that kill very easily. And here you see us using our first ability to clean up the wave. And again, you saw my positioning. I was able to use my first ability, pretending I was hitting a minion, but really hit on Clint to slow him. So we're able to close gap just enough to use our ultimate to pull him in, and for our combo, for our second ability to stun lock, and we're able to kill this Clint very easily as well. The thing with Ruby is you really have to be patient with when you want to use your ultimate. Don't use the word hasty, right? Here you see us really waiting to use ultimate at the right time. We saw Natalia come close and we use our ultimate when they stand together, so we're able to pull both of them in at once. Now Panda has immortality, so he's not worried about dying. As you can see now, I'm able to have my ultimate again due to the 30% cooldown reduction, and we're able to pull all of them in this time and clean up the entire team in that team fight, of course. And just to demonstrate how much lifesteal you can get, right, from Tooth of Greed, you're able to hit your abilities on multiple targets. We slow down over there, and you can see we're back to full HP just from using that ultimate there, which is insane amount of lifesteal. Now, the note here is, like I talked about in the ability description, preferably you want to hit your ability on multiple units, on as many units as possible. So if you have Tooth of Greed, don't be afraid of fighting the enemy when they have a lot of minions next to them, because you're able to utilize your passive to gain so much lifesteal by using any of your abilities, just because you can hit so many targets at once. Here we actually made a mistake. We're not paying too much attention to the game. We didn't see Panda standing on the side of the bush and become a Ninja Panda, but we quickly realized that the team fight broke up, so we come back in, and again, we waited for the right opportunity to use our ultimate, and we were able to pull everyone in to stun lock their entire team, and our team able to follow up and clean them up without losing any HP at all, as you can see. Here, Panda jumped in Sun Xing. Like I said, when playing Ruby, you want to be patient with using your abilities. You don't want to use all of your abilities at once. Here, you see, we're really just waiting for Panda's ultimate to wear off before we use our other abilities. And that's going to be game for us today. GG, well played. Thank you for watching this gameplay video. Hit the subscribe button if you like the show. Definitely check out more amazing videos and come hang out with us every day during our live stream on Twitch from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, using the link listed below. With that, guys, thanks again for watching this ranked gameplay, and I'll see you guys in our next video.